We're expecting a water salute. A water salute is a ceremonial gesture in which an airport fire trucks create an arc of water over the airplane to celebrate a special occasion, such as the retirement of a senior pilot, the inaugural flight of a new aircraft or airline, or the return of military veterans. This is an honor being given to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We know the President, William Ruto, is already in JKIA. The former President, Uhuru Kenyatta, is also at the JKIA alongside several dignitaries to receive the body of the late Raila Amolo Odinga. From the JKIA, there's also quite a number of people just outside. The gun carriage is in position. We're going to show you the live pictures in just a short while. The gun carriage is in position. The military parade is in position for the state funeral procession to start all the way to Lee Funeral Home. Let me show you now pictures from inside the airplane where Stephen Leto is standing by. That's them right there. And I believe that's one of Raila Odinga's daughters. That's Winnie Yala, Member of Parliament. That's Winnie Odinga inside the airplane that is carrying the body of her father, the late Raila Amolo Odinga. She was with him at the time when the unthinkable happened. And this is a man who has been described as a freedom fighter, a reformist, and a man who has re-emerged time and time again as a political phoenix in a nation that rarely forgives its own, by giving direction politically and giving what C.S. Lee Kinyanjui was describing as a shaping of government policy from outside, sometimes even more than the people who are inside the government itself. And Kinyanjui paying his tribute, saying that Baba focused on the nation. He put the country first over his own ambitions. A delegation of over 30 Kenyan leaders, led by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who went to India to facilitate the repatriation of the late former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, are back in the country. You can see pictures there of C.S. Opiyo Wandayi inside the flight, and you can see him in tears there. Nobody knows how to deal with this moment. Right next to him is Ruth Odinga, I believe, if I'm seeing clearly. They're all there. This is also Kimani Ichung'wah, and I think that is Edwin Sifuna right next to them. Our very own Stephen Leto is in there. That is PS Dr. Omo Luga, Medical Services, PS, all the delegation that went to repatriate, and CS Kipchumba Murkomen right next to him there. That is Ruth Odinga trying to come to terms with the loss of her brother, and of course she's heartbroken. That is the delegation that was led by the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who had traveled to India for the repatriation of the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. The delegation is back. The touchdown has happened. Rao 001 is here now. So the reality starts to dawn for most of the people who say they've lost a father figure, a leader who will be remembered, an icon in the political family, in the political life that nobody will match up to. Let me bring in now, Willis, you're finishing this conversation on the 72-hour burial period. The reality is now dawning. You can see there's Prime Cabinet Secretary also there, Musalia Mudavadi, who that is giving you pictures from inside Rao 001, where very own Stephen Leto is there. I believe that is CS Joe and CS Kabogo, all of them part of the delegation that went to repatriate the body of the late Raila Amolo Odinga. We'll show you the rituals of the water salute that is expected any moment from now. A significant show of respect for a fallen leader. That's a ceremonial gesture in which the airport fire trucks create an arc of water over the airplane to celebrate, most of the time, a special occasion, such as the retirement of a senior pilot, the inaugural flight of a new aircraft or airline, or the return of a military veteran. This will be done in honor of the late former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. This team had been instructed by the President to head out and come back on the same day for the final rites of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who expressed his wishes to be buried within 72 hours. And that's what we were discussing. Willis, is this now one going to be forming a precedence for the people of the Luo nation where you come from, where when a Luo king passes on, it take at least 3 weeks, almost 21 days to mourn?
Look, the first thing I say is that welcome back, Baba. We had missed you. We didn't expect you to come back anymore. But we are glad that Baba is here with us now. And going back to the conversation that you're saying, Baba's life was about changing trends and trying to realign with the people, with emerging, what we call emerging realities. And this issue of funerals, he had been a proponent to the law community to start looking into how we conduct our cultural, certain things within our customs. And in particular, he had picked on even this issue of building many homes everywhere, or fragmentizing the land, that everybody is going to build a home when the population has now ballooned. There's not enough land for everybody to have their own home. He spoke about the issue of lavish funerals, that we should not spend so much money on funerals when the family is going to be left behind.